During Holy Week, we will focus on the individual players of the Passion. Today we start with Barabbas and what makes us free. Holy Thursday, we find out why there is no Saint Judas. Good Friday, we meet Pontius Pilate and discover what is truth. And on Easter, we experience Peter's spiritual death and resurrection. Barabbas' name means son of a rabbi. He was a revolutionary who tried to throw off the Roman oppression by violence. He was imprisoned under Pilate's palace for insurrection and murder. He shared that prison with two thieves, who would later hang on either side of Jesus. Every Passover, the governor would release a prisoner to the people to symbolize their escape from Egypt in the Exodus. This was no ordinary mourning, but that of Good Friday, and soon a famous prisoner would join their company, Jesus. After Herod dismissed Jesus, he was transferred back to Pilate. Pilate tried to get rid of Jesus by giving the mob a choice or election. He brought out Barabbas and Jesus together and asked the people to vote. The angry mob shouted, "Away with this man! Release Barabbas to us!" Pilate was shocked, and so was Barabbas. Freedom for Barabbas meant freedom from something, such as imprisonment, but he soon learned that that was an empty freedom. Barabbas won the election, but the crowd followed the defeated candidate. To stay with the crowd, Barabbas first watched Jesus' scourging, and then marched up the hill of Calvary. Barabbas noticed that his two fellow prisoners hung on crosses of their own. Barabbas heard one of the thieves curse Jesus, but the other made a request. "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus replied, "Amen, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." And Barabbas wondered, could the one nailed in the center be freedom itself? The biblical definition of freedom is not that we are free from something, but we are free for something. True freedom is not an end in itself, but a means by which we do something good with our life, namely follow Christ. What good is freedom to love unless there is a God who first modeled the ultimate love? What good is freedom of speech unless there is an absolute, unchanging truth to stand up for? What good is freedom of religion unless we actually practice our faith? In hindsight, Barabbas would have literally given his life to be free. Thus he desired at that moment to be the good thief on the cross who discovered paradise. Every election and every revolution speaks of freedom. So which revolutionary or candidate will we follow? The Barabbases of this world that remake society to remake humanity, or Christ, who remakes humanity in order to remake society? In Revelation 21:5, Jesus, seated upon the throne, proclaimed, "Behold, I make all things new." Let's use our freedom carefully in every decision, every day, for freedom costs something. Christ's death means that we are free to become saints.